With 38 unique killers in the game, each with their own crazy, bloody, and cinematic Moris, we are going to be ranking what is the best of the best Moris and all the way to the worst of the worst. Now, the 5 categories that we're going to be using today is what is the S tier, the perfect Mory. A tier is going to be amazing cinematic Moris. B tier is going to be boy, that's gotta hurt. C is couldn't I do that? And the D tier is dude, that was boring. What is up, guys? Cocojobro here, and in today's video we're going to be going over all 40 plus Moris. Now, some of the killers in this video will have extra Moris that actually will bump them up due to their legendary cosmetics. And speaking of that, we're actually going to be going over the first killer, which is the Trapper. Now, Trapper's Mory, in my opinion, is just the spreading the butter on the back of the survivor. It is not really an amazing Mory, and for that, I'm definitely going to be putting that into the D tier. And the reason why that's going to be going into D tier is there's not really much going. He was the first killer in the game, but I will say this, the Naughty Bear skin actually bumps that up a little bit to where he's throwing that head into the trap at the end of the Mory, and I really like that, but I'm still going to say that's kind of a boring Mory because, you know, it's just, it is what it is. But, you know, maybe I'll bump it up to couldn't I do that, the C tier. All right, now moving on, we have the Wraith. Now, Wraith, in my opinion, has that whack-a-mole Mory. He's just whacking them, you know, whacking and smacking and chomping on your back, and I think that for me that's gonna be pretty boring for me. That's just, it's not really impressive. It's just there and it's doing its thing, but you know what, I mean, it is what it is. Let me know what you guys think. Moving on, we have the Hillbilly. Hillbilly has an incredible Mory where he's using his chainsaw, but it's really boring when you think about it too. You have a chainsaw. I wish there would have been like some limbs being chopped up, or maybe a hand or an arm being tossed around or something. But for that, I'm gonna definitely have to put that into D tier. I'll put it over Wraith, but it's just not cutting it for me. All right, let's go on to the Nurse. Now, the Nurse I really enjoy. I think she is one of the first few killers that has a really good Mory. It's very cinematic. She's choking the person to death, and then she strokes their face. Kind of sickening when you really think about it. And for that, I got to put that into A tier. That amazing cinematic really just does justice. I really like that, and I think that's super cool. Mikey, everyone that loves Michael Myers, and man, his Mory is just so personal, and it's kind of like sensual. Like, he's literally sticking it into the survivor, the whole kitchen knife, and then he tosses him like a rag doll, and I just really love that. It just tells the story. The survivors are trying to survive, and they're beating on his chest, trying to get him off of him, and it's just really like cinematic. So again, that one I'm definitely gonna be putting into A tier as well. Very good, very good. Now, our first S tier Mory, the perfect Mory that I think is going to go to the OG queen herself, which is the Hag. Now, Hag's Mory is so disgusting. When you think about the original killers that came out, she really set the bar. The way that she digs her hand into your innards, into your stomach, into your bowels, and rips out your liver and kidneys and eats them and devours them. I mean, she has a perk called Devour Hope, right? And she literally is devouring your innards. That is crazy. So for that, I definitely got to put our girl. She's going to be the first one in the S tier, the perfect Mory. That's just crazy. The shock factor that it brings, you know, it's just gross. It's really gross. Moving on, we have the Doctor. Now, Doc's Mory is actually electrifying. It's shocking, right? It's really cool Mory. I actually really like it. It's just crazy how you're just scrambling the eggs of the brain, so to say, just cooking them, right? Like a microwave that just went too much on the popcorn. And I think that's a really cool Mory. I think it's fun. It's very cinematic. It's cool. But I think I'm going to put that into the B tier. It's not very impressive. He just puts his hands on you and then shocks you. So it's got to hurt, you know, but I think I'm going to put that one into B tier. Now, the Mummy, the Mummy Huntress. Now, Huntress is our second killer that actually has 2 Mories. So we have her regular Mory where she's hacking and chopping you up and sticks that axe into your head. I think that's really crazy. But we also have the second Mory with the Were-Elk, which is really cool. I really like how he sticks his antlers in, and then your like small intestines or large intestines are hanging out there. The only reason why I'm going to put this into B tier is because it takes too long. Most of the Mory, he's just standing there and just like looking at you, and then he just shoves his antlers in. So sadly, we're gonna have to put Huntress. She's my main. I love her, but we're gonna put her into B tier. Moving on, we have Bubba Hillbilly, or Bubba the Leatherface, not the Hillbilly, but he acts like Hillbilly, right? He's like Hillbilly Camper. But yeah, his Mory is pretty cool. You know, he smacks you with the mallet. He sticks the chainsaw on you. Again, us not seeing the body being split in half, like if they sawed whoever, and then the body like split in two in half, I definitely would put that into S tier. But because we're not seeing that, I'm definitely gonna have to put Bubba over into the C tier. Couldn't I do that? Because like I literally could smack someone with the mallet and then, you know, chainsaw him. I just wasn't really impressed by it. Cool killer, cool concept, but yeah, just missed the mark with the gore. All right, Freddy. Oh, poor Freddy, man. Freddy, I just don't know what to say about this guy. He literally just looks at you, and then he sticks his hand in you. I don't know if he's got a weird fetish, you know. He just wants to, like, get in there, do a little something. I don't know, man. But that one was very, very, very boring to me. I think they definitely could have cooked with that one with the dream state, but it is what it is, right? Moving on, we got the pig. So Amanda is a human wearing a mask, and she's got that little like Ezio Assassin's Creed knife, if you will. I like the Mory. It's pretty cool. You know, it's quick and easy. It's quick and painless. But for that, it was just like, you know, couldn't I do that? It's not really, you know, amazing. I would have loved to see, you know, a jigsaw trap being on their heads and then it rips their mouth open. I think that would have been very gory, very upscale, just right on par with, you know, the lore. But hey, it is what it is. It's what we get, and I'm gonna put that one in C tier. The next killer we have is the clown. Good old clown, the pinky finger sucker himself. This man literally cracks your neck, curb stomps you, and then chops your finger off. Whatever, if you're a guy or a girl, it depends on what arm he actually grabs because of Ash's puppet. So for the girls, he grabs, I believe it's the left one, and then for the guys, he grabs the right one, slices that finger off, and sucks it. It's just gross, like chicken fingers do. So it's kind of nasty. It's kind of weird. I'm going to put that one into B tier because, you know, to get your head like kicked open and then, or your neck snap and then, you know, to get your finger sucked on. I don't know, man. That's kind of weird. That's kind of very, very weird. The spirit. So, poor Rin, man. Rin's lore is kind of wild. I think she could have definitely cooked with like a better Mory. I think they could have, instead of just, you know, stab you and then chop. I think they definitely could have done something a little bit better. Maybe like spirited around and then like sliced you, spirited around, sliced you. Something, I don't know, like Dragon Ball Z-esque. So for that one, even though I'm not a ghost, but if I was a ghost, I'd be like, you know, couldn't I just do that? It looks cool. I'll put it above Bubba's. It looks pretty cool. I don't know. Now this one, I'm just gonna tell you, this one is dear to my heart. The Legion's Mory is absolutely perfect. In my opinion, it's absolutely perfect. It's so cinematic. The survivor is trying to fight and crawl away, and the Legion says, "Get over here," drags him back by the foot, and then sticks him and guts him like a fish. And then that flick of the knife and how they catch it is just so sick. I mean, it is just, everything's perfect. There's blood, there's gore, there's a story to tell. The survivor's actually fighting back. You know, it's just really cool. So for that one, definitely going to be into A tier. I'm going to put that below Hag because, I mean, eating your innards and your guts is really gross. But for that, definitely I'm going to have to put into the S tier. I said A tier, the S tier, man. Definitely a perfect Mory. The Plague. So Plague, some people don't like puking and all that, but it's kind of just a simple Mory. You know, she just holds you up, pukes on you, and then gives you a pimp slap. That one, nothing really too impressive. You know, if I was sick, I could do that too. So I just put that one into, I'll put that one into C tier. It just ain't doing it for me, you know. It is what it is. All right, we got our boy Ghostface. Everyone loves Ghostface. Just a wonderful, iconic killer. The Mory actually had some changes. Before this one, they actually had a flip phone, which was really cool. I really like that one a lot. That was really cool to see that. And then they switched it over to the camera. So this is just really cool. I like it. It looks cool. Very fun. I'm definitely going to put this one into A tier because it's very cinematic. It's very cool, just the way that he kind of just commits to the role, right? If I was in the movie, this probably would have happened to me, so I just like it. All right, Demo Pup, the Demogorgon. The Demogorgon's Mory is really cool. They actually changed it with the audio, so maybe it's a bug. I mean, we know DVD's always buggy, but when he chomps the head, it muffles, so you can still hear the screams, but it's muffling. That was really cool, but then when I did it, they actually didn't have any muffling, so it's kind of weird. But for that, it's a simple Mory. It's gotta hurt, you know, you're getting chewed up, so I'm gonna put that one into B tier. Definitely just simple, you know, you just get chewed up, but it is what it is. The Oni, the next one up, Oni, great grandpa Oni. This one's really cool. I love the way he rips out the tongue and then he bashes on your head and does whack-a-mole with your head. I think that's super cool. I think for that one, I'm definitely gonna have to put that one into B tier, just because it is cool, but I just feel like, man, if I got my tongue ripped out and then I got whacked twice in the head, like I just get knocked out. That's just definitely gotta hurt. The next Mory, man, this one gave me such a shock factor. This one is going to be the Death Slinger's Mory, where it's just quick and easy, but the way it ended left my jaw on the ground when I first saw this Mory. The way it went through their mouth and then their eyes rolled back, that was absolutely disgusting. That one I'm definitely going to put into A tier. I'm going to put it right below Ghostface because it's very cinematic and cool, but that shock factor that I got when I first watched it, oh my gosh, that was amazing. All right, moving on. We got Pyramid Head. Pyramid Head's Mory is very simple. He throws someone up in a Twizzler, and then he just pokes them with his knife and turns it sideways, and then they're dead. You don't really see the body churning. You don't see a lot of blood coming out or anything like that, being ripped and mangled. It would have been really cool if he did the Mory like in the movie where he ripped the skin off. I mean, now that we have like Vecna's Mory where the bones are just left and the skin's gone, I think they could have definitely done that. That would have been really cool. So I'm a little, you know, disappointed. I'm going to put this one into D tier or C tier. I put it into C tier. Couldn't I do that? I could have poked someone with a knife, you know? It is what it is. The Blight's Mory. For an S tier killer, I was really disappointed. I think his Mory could have been a little bit more graphic. I mean, he just fills you up with air and then pops your bubble. Don't think there's anything really impressive with that. So for me, I'm going to put that one into, I'll put it into C tier, honestly. Put it maybe right before Rin's Mory. I mean, it is kind of crazy that he stabs you with that, but I mean, I could have done that. I could have been a crazy doctor and do that. Twins Mory, there's two of them. So if you guys didn't know, you can Mory them without Victor and with Victor. So Victor goes chomp chomp on everybody, which is crazy. And then the other Mory is where they, where Charlotte just stabs him a bunch of times, which I think is really cool. I think that's just a really awesome Mory. Definitely will put that into boy, that's gotta hurt. I think that's a worse death than the clown, but a little bit less than the huntress, because if you get your organs ripped out by the elk, that's just crazy. But yeah, I really like the twins Mory. It's very cool. I like the tag team that they have there. Trickster. Now Trickster's Mory is super cool. I think the amount of love that they put into the lore of it, of him being this just psychotic pop star, and then the way he's like, I think he says, let's get it going, or like, let's go, or something like that when he starts the Mory. And then I forget what he says afterwards, like, you're welcome or something like that. Like, he gives you the autograph. Like, bro, you just murdered someone and you're giving them their autograph. The way he throws the first knife in the beginning and you forget about that, and then he gets you and then it lands, like, it's supposed to land on the autograph. I don't know why DVD's so buggy, but that was just like the perfect Mory for me. I thought that was so sick. So I'm gonna have to put that one into S tier. I think that's just so beautiful, the story that it tells. I like the story, I like the gore, I like it's just awesome. Stars, you know it's Nemesis time. Now, if you do this on a Stars member, if you do it on Chris or Jill, he yells Stars, which is super cool. When he doesn't, he just does his normal Mory where he just kicks you in the face and stomps you. So this is a really cool Mory. I like it. It's very cinematic, true to the game. They did a lot of love with the Resident Evil chapter. So I'll definitely just give that into A tier, maybe right above the nurse. Just very cinematic, very, very on par too. And I love the stage that they have too as well. Pinhead. So Pinhead, man, his Mory is nasty. It's the toilet flushing Mory where he just flushes you down into hell or wherever he takes you in his back rooms, you know, his bedroom. I don't know what he does. He's a freaky guy. He said, I'll come or whatever he said. But anyways, so yeah, I'm going to put this one over into A tier. I think the cinematic is really good. I think it's really awesome the way like your cheeks are getting pulled and everything. And then, hey, yo. And then he throws you down into the abyss. I think it's really cool. I'll definitely have to give that one an A tier. I think it's on par with the brand of the movie and everything. Artist. So Artist's Mory is pretty crazy, man. Artist is not really played a lot, but when you see that Mory perform, you're just like, dang, that was actually really cool. She jumps on you, the crows come out, they burst from your chest. I wish again that there was more gore where your chest did burst open. So like if we got an Alien chapter, I would have loved to see like a face hugger burst out of your chest type thing. Like they jump on you and then burst out. That would have been cool, but anyways, it's a really good Mory. I like it. I'm going to have to put this one into A tier, just right below Mikey. Very, very, very cool. I love it. I love it. I love it. Good stuff. A tier right there. Moving on, we got the Onryo. Now, Onryo, I was really let down, man. This Mory is just so boring to me. Literally, it's like what Vecna did in Stranger Things. You just snap their leg, snap their arm, and then they're dead. And she gives them the eye. And then when you do the other Mory, the special Mory, all she does is just look at them, and then they just curl up in a ball and die. So I'm sorry. I think it's cool. You know, I'll put it above just chainsawing someone. She does levitate and use some cool powers, but it's just kind of boring to me. All right. Moving on, we got the Dredge. Now, Dredge is a killer that doesn't really get played a lot, but the Mory is just actually really, really good. It's so cinematic. It's so, like, disgusting that they're, like, getting pulled into an abyss, and this monster is probably consuming them in the darkness. So this is really cool. I'm going to put it right below the artist. It's just a lot of these are, like, so close, but, yeah, I like that a lot. Wesker. Now, Wesker is another one of those, like, Legion Mories, man. I really, really, really like this one. They cooked with him, man. Like, you punch him, like the survivor gets the last say, and they think they get the last say, and then after that right hook, dude just goes over there and just gives them the Ouroboros. It's just so crazy, and then it's like sticking out of their eyes, and then he just has more glasses that he pulls out. You know, it's just super funny. So I'm gonna put this one into S tier. It's a perfect Mory. I think it's on brand with Wesker on Resident Evil 5. You play that game, it's super, super good. The Knight, man. I'm already gonna say it, man. His Mory is a wombo combo, happy feet. That ain't Falco. If you got that reference, you're amazing. But yeah, he just does that wombo combo with his friends, and I don't necessarily like his gameplay. I don't even know why I'm mentioning that, but I love the Mory. I think the Mory cooks. I'm gonna put that one into S tier, right above Wesker, because that wombo combo, like, everyone gets into it. You tag teams like WWE right there. It's super cool. We got Skull Merchant. None really needs to be said. If we were gonna talk about aesthetics, those hips do not lie. OMG. But the Mory is just like Freddy's, except just more boring. She's really strong though. That woman's like, you know, a super soldier, like Captain America. We got the Singularity. Singularity's Mory is super disgusting. If for some reason I got a bug where it didn't like reveal the entire face, but if you guys want to try it for yourself, it literally exposes all the flesh underneath the face. It's disgusting, man. So I'm gonna have to put that one into A tier. It's right up there, man. It's so crazy. Alien again. They just go over there. They jump on you. This one's on brand. Actually, this is a really good one. It's on brand. It's really cool and cinematic, but it's just kind of boring. Like, I wanted more gore or acid, you know, flesh. I wanted the face hunger chest break burst thing, you know. So it's good. I'm gonna put Boy That's Gotta Hurt. I'm gonna put it right below Huntress, just because I don't know. It just didn't do it for me. It left me wanting more, you know. Chucky's dirty, man. Chucky, the stuff he says to, he hits you with the bat, then he stabs you with the ruler, then he stabs your throat with that giant knife, and then he'll be like F you, you know, or like he'll stick the middle finger at you. It's just crazy. Like, they cooked with this character. I'm sad he got nerfed to the ground, but they definitely cooked with him. His Mory, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, down to the last four. We got Unknown. Unknown was such a crazy release, man. The hype was awesome, but the Mory wasn't really amazing. You know, it's definitely gotta hurt. Like, they stick their little tentacles in you, but I was kind of left wanting more after that trailer. You know, I wanted something more. So definitely a cool Mory. I'll put Boy That's Gotta Hurt, but it is what it is. All right, our next two, or our next three, Vecna. Vecna's Mory was absolutely perfection. It's the first time ever that we've had a survivor get their flesh ripped off of them, and all we're left is just a bloody pile of bones. That is crazy. That Mory is nutty. That's gonna be like my top four. I'm gonna put that one into S tier. That's like my top 5 Morys. I love that one. Just so freaking good. we're gonna actually go to the Houndmaster, and then I'm gonna do Dracula. So Houndmaster, I love the way that Snug gets in. I love the way that she smiles so creepy, and then she gives you a curb stomp, and then the way the face is just caved in, broken in, it's like a mush pile, is absolutely crazy. Amazing cinema. I love it so much. It's a good one. I'll put it below Pinhead's, but it's really nasty. It's just a step above Nemesis. The way he curb stomps, she gets right in there, and you actually get to see the aftermath. And the last one, the best Mory of them all, S tier, is going to be Dracula, man. If you've seen not only his first Mory, which is really cool, his normal version, but if you've seen the true form Dracula, the demon form, that one is absolutely crazy. Chomp chomp chomp, slaps you around, eats your guts out, and then also too rips your spine out. That's some Mortal Kombat, like, that's just crazy, man. S tier, the best Mory in the game. I'll die on that hill, man. That is a crazy, 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 crazy Mory. But yeah, that is my tier list, guys. Those are my killers. S tier cinematic. You know, you got the blood, the jaw on the floor factor. It's just, all of it's just so good. I'll be posting out another video with all the Morys, so if you guys want to listen to them and hear them and all their gruesome sounds, we can get that going for you guys. But thank you guys again so much for watching. Hit that like button and subscribe if you made it all the way here. Thank you guys so much again, and I'll see you guys in the next tier list that we do, and I hope you guys have a good one. Take care, everybody.